What was that? And is it going to happen again? Welcome into the Voice of College Football, breaking down all the teams coast to coast in the Power 4 conferences. We land on Oklahoma State. Most of us thought, there are some certainties in life. Death, taxes. Mike Gundy's got to go at least 8-4 every year. That's pretty typical. Wow. Again, what was that? Coming off a Big 12 championship game appearance in 2023, and not just that, bringing back from that team 21 of 22 starters, including the veteran quarterback Alan Bowman, 3 excellent wide receivers, and again, 21 of 22 starters, basically the entire team, and the rushing champion in Ollie Gordon. It's not like Oklahoma State fell to 6-6. No, they were one of the worst teams in college football. They won the 3 non-conference games, and then who could have seen this? 0-9 in the Big 12. It's not like they're running into Georgia and Alabama every week. 0-9, and in 7 of those 9 losses, they lost by double digits. Embarrassed week after week after week after week. Okay, turn the page, 65 transfers in, completely different team, but improved? Well, they almost have to be improved, but based on playing with a bunch of guys that won 9 games and went to the Big 12 championship game the year before, they lose those guys, and I don't know that the replacements give much hope for Oklahoma State. Let's start at quarterback. Have you heard of these guys? This has to be the quarterback situation in all of college football that is the least familiar to your typical college football fan. Yeah, Zane Flores and Haas Hedgney from TCU, where he didn't play. He threw 1 pass. Running backs, Trent Howland. I just skipped these guys because who knows how good they're going to be. Obviously, the starting quarterback is going to rack up some numbers of some kind, but man, it could be ugly again. Running back, Trent Howland from Indiana, Rodney Fields. They give no great distinction of doing anything great. Wide receiver play has been excellent, obviously, in the entire history of Mike Gundy's program, but specifically losing 3 excellent players, and they tried to replace him with just tons of players in the transfer portal. But the one guy that really played was Christian Fitzpatrick at Marshall, 34 catches, 6 touchdowns, and to a certain extent, Jalen Lloyd. He will stretch the defense almost 20 yards per catch on 13 receptions at Nebraska. And then you've got the potential of Josh Ford, who actually is the biggest top-end talent for this offensive team for OK State. The 2024 offensive line was supposed to be stacked, one of the best in the nation. They brought back 214 starts and 5 starters, and they sucked. Oklahoma State has retooled through the transfer portal, but nobody of note on the offensive line. This offense could be atrocious. Let's check out the defense. Atrocious, yes, last season and even the season before. Capable defensive coordinator in Todd Grantham. He's done good things, but of course he is known for that nickname that he has yet to shake from his Florida days. Third and Grantham for his defenses giving up uncommonly long distance third down conversions time and time again in bad game losing situations. Oklahoma State does have experience coming back at linebacker. Check out the numbers from Kyron Duhan, Malik Charles, Tage McCoy, Wendell Gregory, and one Brian McCoy coming in from Akron. They do have a couple veteran safeties back that are pretty good players in Parker Robertson, 49 tackles, 2 picks, and Dylan Smith with 42 stops. The place kicking, hey, they got an award winner there. Not the Groza Award winner, but Gabe Panikowski won the Division II Place Kicker Award as the best in the business there on that level. Idaho State, yes, 15 of 15 in 2024. His kicks may be more meaningful this season, or maybe they won't be because he'll be kicking for possibly the worst team in the Big 12. Let's check out the schedule where Oklahoma State has a dubious trip to Autzen Stadium in Week 2. That doesn't look like a beneficial place to put that game in Oklahoma State's future schedules. When we looked at 2025 and saw Oklahoma State at Oregon, okay, that should be a good one. Probably not. Even this Week 3 tussle with Tulsa could be no give me. All right, On the plus side for Oklahoma State in regards to scheduling, no Arizona State, no BYU, no Colorado. They do have a tough closing stretch with Texas Tech on the road, Kansas on the road, Kansas State at UCF, and Iowa State. I basically have two reasons for hope for the Cowboys. One would be Mike Gundy. He wins, and he usually, when embarrassed like he and his program were last season, will come back swinging. The other one is just the unpredictability of the Big 12. And when you play like talented teams to a certain extent in this conference, unless somebody emerges that I would expect to be like a Kansas State or an Iowa State or an Arizona State to stay on top, other than those possibilities of pushing the elite on that level, that most of the teams, it's going to come down to injuries. It's going to come down to the schedule breaking right and playing at the right teams at the right time and missing the really good teams when they're hot, and a kick here and a kick there and a turnover there, and those types of plays that separate these teams, where Vegas says the best team in the conference has an over-under of 8.5 and the worst team in the conference has an over-under of 5.5. It's that bunched up. But Oklahoma State, we say you go under. If that is the case, we heard 5.5 is the low win total for the Big 12. Okay, State, I don't have you bouncing back. I just don't see the infusion of talent here. 4 wins, 2 in the Big 12 against, take your pick. That's how it is in the Big 12. We appreciate you stopping by here at the Voice of College Football. More predictions coming your way. And again, keep in mind that regardless of what you see in these prediction videos, they're more preview videos because I love to get the intel from August camp. And then the week of week 0, we will sit down for as long as it takes. We will go through the entire schedule, week 0 on, every team in the country, every game, make our predictions, and just see where it lands right here at the Voice of College Football.